Once again, Great Men of God Media TV back with another reaction video, another catch up with Reggie and Shannel. Let's get to it. Here we go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are joined today with Reggie and...
Okay, my man Reggie, I remember him. He's back for a second time. I remember the first one. The first one he matched with, they fell through and things didn't work out. So hopefully, he bounces back with this match. Man, he does match with some baddies. I ain't gonna hold you. He does match with some very attractive women, but let's see if this one holds up.
Shannel, welcome. How y'all feeling?
Feeling great.
Good. Good to have y'all. Reggie, welcome back.
Good to see you again.
So we did have you two on episode 15 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you ended up matching. Is it gonna be a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
Is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match! I'll go ahead and take this mic and you guys can go on up.
Okay, she looked.
All right, so.
Yeah, it's always the thing, man. These females, they always look totally different when they were on the show, and when they do the follow-up, they look completely different. I did not recognize her until now, until they did it, the flashback video. She looks better, and I say she looks better here than she did in the episode. So
on the show, we got to hear a little bit about y'all, get to know you, all that good stuff. And some of the comments that a lot of people were making were pretty funny, like Shannel for yourself. Everyone was like, wow, Shannel is the queen of facial expressions.
Yeah, that is me 100%.
Yes.
I'm a Capricorn. We try to hide it, but we can't hide it. We're very direct and honest. And
shout out to the Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn too. January 10th. You already know what it is.
it was just, I can do a full conversation with my face with anybody. I'm telling you what's going on. So.
No cap.
It's like, it was one segment where, one of the gentlemen was going on like back and forth with kind of ladies a little bit. And you were back there like,
Because the audacity.
Yeah, I had to move myself so I could see his t-shirt. I paused my game to be here. That's a dope shirt. That's a dope shirt. I like that.
It's on sale this year. And I was just like, whoa, okay.
like, I think at one point you were like,
Period. Talking about some top tier man. I'm like, oh, okay. We're here at Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
For a top tier man. So
We got to be careful. We don't be disqualified,
Oh. I can't with y'all. I can't.
disqualifies.
And then Reggie, one of your first questions that you asked the ladies was, what did you ask them, or any of you in entertainment,
In the entertainment
or
industry.
OnlyFans?
Yeah. Okay, I remember that part because the first girl he matched, I believe she was a stripper or in that field, and he was asking those questions. Reggie was back on the another episode. He kept asking about, are you in the entertainment industry, or you're a stripper or whatever. He was projecting. Like, why was he projecting on? It didn't make any sense. He just kept projecting to assume or to make sure he had a disclaimer. Yeah, I'm not dealing with girls that are strippers or in the entertainment adult industry. I got to ask that question straight out the gate. Like, he really needs to show some growth from that little experiment that he dealt with the first match that he was with.
So what led you to ask that question?
Or a gel.
Yeah, great question, because you were projecting, bro. I hope you are self-aware of what you were doing. I hope you are very self-aware of what you were doing. Let's see.
I'm glad you asked that. So with that question, it's like we got to think about the character development. You know what I mean? It's like you kind of go. I went from like she bob and she roll and she to actually now bossing up. So it's like I had to learn from my mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just want to say mistake, but
No, I get it. So you learned that you don't want anything in that field.
Right. You got to sometimes calm down, stay on the streets, get off the 304. You got to just
Did you call her a 304 the first match? Damn, that's crazy.
make sure you take your time.
I meant to ask you, do you like OnlyFans and entertainment industry? You just don't like to date someone that's in it?
Great question. Wait, what's
Oh, you saw that?
It's a
Oh, damn! You saw that little leg twirl and shit. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see how that happened. Let me fix that. Interesting.
You said you were asking that question because you realized after your first round that that's something that you weren't interested in.
With. Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious. It's not like since you and I have matched that you've talked about OnlyFans or anything. So I'm just curious. Do you like entertaining it? You just don't like dating it?
Oh, so I'm not subscribed to any OnlyFans.
Okay,
That's what you're saying.
She's trying to make sure.
Yeah, she's trying to see what's going on here.
Just checking.
All
You
right.
should have asked those questions on y'all date. I hope y'all went on the date. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see.
And so, since you guys ended up matching on the show, have you guys gone on any dates? Have you hung out? Any fun stuff?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Get right to it. Get right to it.
Yeah, tell me. How'd that first day go, Reggie?
The first date. Okay, yeah. The first day was the very next day after we actually matched. We just went for a breakfast spot.
Nice.
Okay.
When
Nice.
we matched, we spoke about the games. So she showed me the games that she has. You guys actually should check that out on Amazon.
Right, because you make games.
Absolutely,
Trivia
absolutely.
flag.
She's definitely doing her thing. So, we had breakfast, just spoke with each other. Now, I will say this: the very, very first thing I said before we actually did anything was because she didn't know I was on the show previously. You know what I mean? So I had to keep it real. Hey, check episode 9, Pop the Balloon, check it out. And then I said, check out the recap, and then. You know what I'm saying? Then get back to me. Let's see.
Right.
I
See
wanted
if
to be
she's still
real.
interested.
Exactly. So I wanted to be upfront with that. So, yeah, we talked about that a little bit and then talked about other things that we got going on. So I think it was a great first date.
Good.
I just think about this. Is he the first guy to be on 2 follow-ups? I can't recall if anybody besides Reggie has been on 2 follow-ups. I can't think of anybody else. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But I can't think of anybody who's been on 2 follow-ups. If not, that's kudos to Reggie for matching, getting on a follow-up, regardless if it was successful or not, and doing another one. So kudos to him. That's the case.
And I'm glad you mentioned that. So how was it seeing him on it prior to meeting you and matching with you? Did it alter your views in any way of him or?
Well, like I said, before episode 15, I never watched an episode. I saw a few clips.
Yeah.
And, one episode, it was funny and I reached out, so didn't know.
Okay.
However, I heard one of the girls, up there online with me, and she was like, she made a comment and said, he's been here before. So it stuck in my head when he went out. But when he came out, I heard it, but I still was like, I still want to know who this guy is. Mm-hmm. So the next day when we met for breakfast, I did say, as soon as we sat down, I was like, I have to ask because I heard you were on there. And that's when he said, hey, check it out and look at it, because I didn't look at it beforehand.
Yeah.
So just curious, because I was just like, well, then why is he here? Why he come back? But I didn't want to spend that lunchtime asking that because, he seemed like he didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't want to push that. It was he gave an answer, but it was still like a hard stop answer. So you just kind of knew move on. So
hard stop.
It was cool. I liked them. Great. Monday, the next day, we also met up for Starbucks. We met up for some coffee. My mom was in town.
She's pretty.
And that's when I chose to watch the episode and the catch up.
Okay. With your mom?
With my mom.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
how was that?
Tell you, my mom is she's saved woman, very demure, very, modest woman and everything. So, of course, she was very quiet and very quiet and everything. And it just so happens while we were watching it, Reggie came by for lunch or something at the house I cooked.
Okay.
And my mom just thought he was a great person.
Oh, good.
So when he left, she was just like, well, I don't know what to think. After watching that catch up and meeting him, he seems like a nice person. And I was like, let's just slow motion this, Mom. Let's just see how it goes.
Yeah.
So she was cool. I think, maybe a few other times that week she was here. Reggie met her. But my mom's the type of person where a man comes in the room, she goes to another room. Like, automatically, she's not going to hang around anyone. She'll speak, be respectful. So she didn't spend too much time just because she knew that Reggie and I were very new meeting and getting to know each other.
Right.
Okay.
So that was cool. So that's how the first week was.
Okay.
And then after I watched the catch up, I just didn't know how to follow up with Reggie on it. It was just kind of like, he didn't defend himself enough for me to not ask any questions. So I just kind of gave it a couple of weeks and just kind of left that one alone.
Okay.
And then I would just throw little questions throughout the time. Season it a little bit.
What kind of questions? What were you asking him?
One of the things that stuck out was that, with him being in a financial literacy, and he's awesome, by the way.
Reg, okay.
So, and with me being a business woman, one of the things that was mentioned on the catch up was that, he wanted to help, this woman build her financial hardship, come out of that, and set up maybe a payment plan. I'm making it sound very politically correct, but set up a payment plan, put in a bank account and distribute allowance. And it came off like it was something that he was trying to manipulate her into doing. That's what I got from it. So
I can see
you
that.
can't do that with me. And I think he knows that. So it was just kind of like, anytime, we talked about business, I was just kind of looking for something. And I was just like, this is not matching what I got on the catch up.
Yeah.
With Reggie and the last match. So that's how I assessed everything.
Okay.
Was every time we talked about business or did something together, I would think about certain things, and it definitely was a different perception than what I got.
Okay. Got it. So, Reggie.
So, all right, so since we're on this topic, right? There was a lot of things that was said, in my other catch up. And I made a comment. I said, I got to try to remember what was said. I did not remember everything that was said. So there's certain things that I should have, quote unquote, defended that I didn't remember. So for that part that she just said, we definitely got to talk about that. Because it's just way out of context. Like,
you cleared it up with her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters,
There you go. It was cleared up with her. Yeah. So even if it's like, so it's, obviously you check the comment section, people are going crazy with that type of stuff, but I'm not going to challenge the internet. I'm going to lose. You know what I mean? So I'm here to say, that's false. You know what I'm saying? It's still false. I'm still saying cap. I'm still shaking my head. And she knows we had a conversation about it. And a lot of the things that we were doing, I didn't even know she was doing these quote unquote little tests or whatever, but she had just make it known like, it's not matching. Like everything you're saying is legit. You're moving. She's seeing how I'm moving. Just like, so a lot of the stuff that was said on that, she's seen Reggie and the person and all that stuff. And she was filming it.
Okay. So now moving on to y'all. So now how has it been? I know you guys said you went on that first date. How has the communication, all that been like with getting to know each other? Either one.
You go first.
Okay, let's hear from Reggie.
So yes, obviously love communication, as I've stated plenty of times. So my communication style is kind of different just because I like to actually get to know the person, what are you doing? Where do you want to go? Like how we do things together. And I get extremely passionate with the things that I'm doing. You don't want to get stagnant. You want to, better yourself. So
that ain't different. That's standard. I don't know what you're talking about. My communication approach is different. Where you doing, where you going, how that's standard, bro. That's nothing extraordinary about that.
I would say for the beginning of it, like that passion was kind of getting translated kind of wrongly, I would say, because like I think she was just thinking like I was just trying to like make it a business type of thing. You know what I mean? Because I was like, I got to do this. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do this. And, when you first like match with someone, especially when you're taking your time with this one, you want to make sure that you're actually aligning with certain things. So at the beginning of it, it can get really like coochie coo, goo goo gaga and all that stuff, and you get all like happy and stuff. But it's like, there you go. But it's like, hey, I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? So she was feeling what I was doing with that, and I was aligning with what she had going on. She has a lot of great things going on, and I feel like once we came to the same alignment with that, we really was just like taking off, like motivating each other, doing things together, doing other things, watching shows. You know what I'm saying? We really was like filling each other out, and it was definitely a line.
Okay. How's it been for you, Shannel?
So I'm going to follow up with everything he said, because in the beginning, obviously after watching the catch up, and then, it just trickled. So Reggie has a lot of ambition. Oops, I'm sorry. Reggie has a lot of ambition. And so do I. And I can identify that right away. So, right away he was talking to me about some of the things that he wanted to do, that he's doing. And he has like all this stuff, and he's coming at him, and I'm like, I can help him do this, help him do that. And, we worked on, I'm sure he'll talk about some projects that we worked on together. But to me, I felt like I can get this done. We doing business, but are we doing business? Like, did you pick me just to do business? Because in the beginning it was. And everything was clicking well with that. But then I was just kind of like, I'm just going to ask him. Because, if you want to do business, you can do business. You don't have to act like you like me.
Right.
To do business. This is what I do anyway. So, we can transition that. And I asked him about it. And, that's when he explained, I don't know, I don't want to use the word trauma or triggers. But, he mentioned that he was taking his time, and that, in his prior situations that he's went too fast and moved too fast. So, we were clicking right away on what we're mutually connected at and where we can, mesh together. So that kind of helped us get to know each other, actually, doing the business. So once that was cleared up, it was like, okay, now I know how to move forward, because, I was like, I'm going to do a background check on him. Like, I'm checking everything, because, if he's a financial literacy person, I'm checking the facts and I'm looking at everything.
Yes.
And, did a background and everything's legit. And then it was just like, okay, well, let me take my time. But I wanted to do a background check. Reggie is very funny, okay? He's goofy. And one day he made this sound. He did this scream.
What?
He did this scream, and immediately I was like, I wonder what nationality is he. I need to know it. And I waited till the next day to ask him, but I had never, and he was so happy. It was funny, but it was so random. And I was like, he mixed, what is his mix? Like,
yeah.
So, I did ask him that question the next day, and I think it made him feel uncomfortable, which, I just asked him, like, what's your background? What's your nationality? But, maybe it was too forward. So in the beginning, we kept kind of like maybe throwing things out there where we wasn't sure if we were going too fast, asking questions or not. So we both were doing that, pause, break, and playing it very safe. So, and I know I was, and I know Reggie was as well. So all I can say is in the beginning, it started off so well. The communication was open. We went to a comedy show.
Martin Lawrence.
You've never been one. You've never seen Martin Lawrence. Yeah. We went there. Again, he's silly. Like, so if I'm this person, if you can't make me laugh, like, we're just not gonna last. It's just not gonna work. And he definitely kept me laughing from the time that I've met him. Actually, I would say that even till now.
Oh, that's good.
So I'll say that it's going well. It's it started off well. And the way we communicated, it definitely helped us understand each other.
Okay.
And also accept each other where we're at right now in our lives, and how that can be looking forward.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this about her. Listening to her and her talking, I want to do a background check. I got my mother to do this and do that. If you ain't funny, I can't be with you. She sounds to me like, how should I put this? This is going to come off the wrong way, but I'm going to say it anyway. She sounds like she's the dominant one. She sounds like she's the masculine one, right? I think she, based off, I know she's an older woman. I think she's in her late 30s, early 40s, if I'm not mistaken, but she is definitely older. But she's pretty. But she does sound like she's dominant, and she has a more masculine approach to me. That's how I'm looking at her. It's like, if you don't fit this criteria, blah, 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 then I ain't dealing with it. You got to deal with me. You got to deal with my mother. And that's what it's going to be. You know, it's my way or the highway type thing, right? That's how I see it with her. You know, that's how I see it with her. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know her dating history or anything like that. If she was married or whatever, she got kids. I don't know. I don't remember her even saying that or volunteering that information. Because if she did, I would remember. But I don't remember her saying that in the past episodes. But like I said, I don't know, man. She just comes off as a very dominant, anti-submissive woman that is my way or the highway type thing. It's just the way it's just her demeanor. It's just her demeanor. That's the way she comes across to me, you know.
Nice. So, Reggie, how was it meeting her mom? Yeah.
So, great question. Yeah. So her mom was actually cool. I didn't know all the things, you know, like I said, until we kind of had like the deeper talks where it's like, hey, be careful with this guy. But it's like, like I said, when it comes to things like that, only thing I can do is show you who I am. You know what I mean? And hope that it resonates. Like I can't try to put on the front. I only can be Reggie. Yeah, I'm a silly, goofy guy, you know, and all these things. I have a business side to me. I have a goofy side to me, all these things. So, like I said, every step of the way, she just felt it. So when I met her mom was cool with me. Like I felt like her mom liked me, but she probably was like cool with me. But then she was like, hey, you know, I seen that recap.
Yeah.
But I think from the time together, she actually is feeling me as well. So it's like, yeah. Definitely.
Okay, so where are you guys today? Like, what's going on now? Are we still dating, or have we moved into exclusivity? Like, what is it? What are we looking at?
Get right to it, Arlette. Get right to it. I love that.
So, you can go.
I would say that we're still we're dating.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
It's been going well. You're still getting to know each other. I have the only reservation I have, and I've kind of talked to Reggie about it, but he's kind of talked to me about it without me even having to ask, because his contract, he's here on business till November. And I'm not sure what that looks like in November for us. So that's where it's just kind of like, I'm kind of like skating and sliding through, because it's like, I'm not trying to just, you know, go all the way and then it gets taken from under me, if that's a good analogy to put it. So that's the only thing, you know, and there's a lot of changes going on with Reggie, and I'm just kind of following his lead. So it really just kind of
Call that boy Wedgie. We go back what she said. I know it gets a little bit tongue tied.
You know, and there's a lot of changes going on with Reggie, and I'm just kind of
Wedgie. She said wedgie, like a wedgie.
following his lead.
I caught that.
So it really just kind of depends on how things go from here, and technically past November.
So do you know where you're going after November?
I don't necessarily know. My plans is to stay here.
Okay.
But my contract is over in November. But like I told her, like she was just saying, pretty much I made the choice even before we actually met that Phoenix or Arizona would be my home. You know what I mean? So, but I do have obligations and, you know, things going on like on the East Coast, stuff like that. So I would probably go visit things like this.
Okay.
But from the moment we met to like even now to today, it's just been great for me. You know what I mean? It's like I can get creative. Let's say the goofy and all that stuff. I get creative, right? So it's like anything that I brought to her, you know what I mean? Like some weird things, trust me. But she always is like, well, how can I assist you with this? How can I make this better? How, you know, hey, I got this idea. Like, you know, I'm doing different things like music, book and stuff like this. Oh, how I never did that before. I always wanted to do that. So it's really different when you have someone that believes in you and the things that you're doing and accepts you for your goofy side and things like this. So yeah, we're definitely pursuing this thing to see, you know, if it can get serious and things like that. But, you know, you don't want to jump out the window.
Right.
Like,
I understand.
I
understand.
So, yeah. So kind of letting it happen.
Taking your time, letting it
go.
flow naturally.
Character development. Yeah.
Good. Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'm glad y'all are still, you know, going through it, going through the motions, going on dates still, I hope. He's still taking you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's been working on a project the last 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
So, you know, I've given him
some grace.
Come
on, Reggie.
My dog too, because my dog really likes Reggie.
Oh.
If my dog don't like you, it's just not, you're not gonna last.
Oh no.
The first time Reggie met Dooney, he was like, oh wait, I have to do something. I have to greet him correctly or something. I can't remember the words. But he came back and had this massage thing, which I have a massage thing for myself. And my dog always likes to like stick his head under it. But here he goes and he's massaging my dog. And next thing you know, I look over on the couch and my dog's just like, and I was just like, what are you doing? So now they're like, I don't know, BFFs. Yeah. So the last couple of weeks with the project Reggie's working on, he's doing like a trilogy book.
Okay.
And we haven't seen him. So when my dog saw him after that break, he was just Reggie, just jumping all over the place, all over the place. I was like,
calm down,
calm down.
Okay, so speaking of upcoming projects, you're working on a book or what
yes,
else?
yes. Working on a book. So I'm just released some music as well. So definitely check that out, like a Tesla by RMM3. And I'm going to be releasing an album this month as well, Smooth Motivation 3. So definitely check that out. And then of course,
he got a book coming out, and he writing he got an album coming out in the music. I'm not sure what genre it is, but okay, so that's definitely commendable for sure.
Of course, me and Shannel have some projects coming up as well, just kind of motivating and pushing each other to be great.
Okay, Shannel, what should we be looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to him talk about my cooking.
Oh, how's the cooking?
A1. The cooking is A1. The best food that I've had in this whole state. Definitely. Like, yeah. That's why I said the Google Gaga stage. Like, I'm trying to chill. Like, I gotta like.
She's trying to get you to the stomach.
Like, hey, I'm trying to, I gotta work out. I gotta, I got things to do. I can't go over here and get sleepy. But nah, food is like that. So you're
definitely cooking for him often?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for the last couple of weeks. But like, at first I was like, I'm so petty, but I was just like, when I was still going through that phase where I was like, I don't know if this guy is scamming me or what he's doing, and then I was like, he better not be using me for food, because he would come over. He's out in the field when he works, and he would come in the daytime, and it was consistent for a while, and I was like, I'm about to stop cooking, like. He coming over here all the time, like I think he's using me to cook, like for my meals. Because he made a comment that was like, it's something like it's nice to have a nice home cooked meal or something like that. And I realized, okay, he's a man and he's traveling and he's here on business. He's probably eating a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
So I understood that, but then I was like, he better not be using me for business ethics and food. And I really did. And then, like, because every time I mention what I cook, he'll be like, ooh, like right now he's trying to throw hints that he wants me to make pho. Because that's his favorite.
Love pho.
We are Purina.
That's funny. Females use dudes for food too. Free meals, going on multiple dates with guys, getting free meals. So it ain't nothing different. And
I love to cook. Anybody that knows me, they know that I love to cook, and I'm really good at what I, cook. And I'm like that person, like when I get, cook and give you food, like I'm waiting on you to tell me, like, you like it?
Yes, you're watching, like,
you like
is it good?
Like, don't put anything on it yet till you taste it. Like, it's disrespectful to start seasoning stuff before you taste it, especially someone else's house.
Oh my God.
I'm guilty of that. I season stuff and I ain't even tasted it yet. I'm just used to just seasoning, so I'm guilty of that.
He goes right in. And he was eating it, and I was like, he hungry? Like, but it was just good. And I was like, okay, well, he likes my food.
That is too funny. Well, I'm glad to hear you like her food, because she was waiting to hear that, okay?
The food is great.
Like,
The food is great.
And then, so, speaking of, any final projects on your end, anything we should be looking for, upcoming projects?
I'm actually doing a lot of support with Reggie and what he's doing.
Nice.
I still have trivia swag, my games. I just released my third game, Family Night.
Yes.
That's on Amazon. All three are available on Amazon. And then, of course, I'm still doing consulting. There's a couple of right now I'm helping a lot of new entrepreneurs, trying to get them started, their LLC, working on a few trademarks, working on Reggie's. We're going to be working on Reggie's trademark.
Okay.
I helped get Reggie's logo. He has a logo, and he has a new LLC. So I did work on that. I squeezed him into my calendar.
She definitely did.
So, I've been doing that. I really love what I do. But for the most part, like, I just love my dog. I love my life. I love this whole opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, it's something totally different than what I've ever done. But, you know, just embracing life right now.
Good.
So it's not so much about, oh, what other project I have going on. I've always had something going on. I always have a plan. And I communicate accordingly, you know, when the time is appropriate. So stay tuned. There's some new things coming up. And I'm excited for Reggie. I really am. Like, he just finished this book. He just sent me the first 2 chapters. So I'm going to read those 2 chapters and give him my honest feedback.
Okay.
I think at this point he can take my, you know, I'm a very direct person. So I can tell you if it sucks, it sucks. So I'm sure he's prepared for my honest feedback. And then other than that, like I said, I'm really helping a few other new entrepreneurs. And then I'm also working with the Democratic committee for the campaign coming up.
Nice.
The new election coming up soon. So that
she's oh man, she had to pick a side with this political talk. She kind of reeled me back in. I was like, oh man, she seems like she's dominant, masculine. And then when she started explaining herself more, I was like, okay, she seems pretty cool. Now she's talking about she's on the Democratic side. Yeah, that's a turnoff for me, man. Choosing political parties that have no benefit towards you, huge turnoff for me.
is something that I'm really excited about, and that's what I'm working on right now. And also just what has new coming up with Reggie, and you know, stay tuned.
Yes, we will. We're going to be watching both of y'all. Can't wait to see what comes out of all these projects you guys are working on. And honestly, I wish you both the best of luck. Like you said, take your time. Do what feels right, what's working. And I'm happy to see that it's going good for you guys, honestly. And thank you both for coming on today.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone at home, for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, hopefully they continue. You know, I wish them best of luck. I'm always support of Black Love. Hopefully it'll mature into something, you know, to the next level as far as your dating. I don't know, man. For me, I don't really see romanticism with them. They seem like they're just good friends. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I don't know. They just seem like cool friends. I didn't see anything romantic about them together, to be honest. But hey, I wish them best of luck. Hopefully it does mature. It matures into something deeper. I wish them best of luck. And like I said, I'm always supportive of Black Love. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. I want Reggie to succeed with this match, you know, despite the fact that he's out, I guess, in Arizona, out on business until November. Hopefully, again, he continues with her, and I want to see them grow and continue. That's just, you know, Black Love is undefeated. So hopefully they continue. That's what my thoughts on that. Best of luck to y'all, man. Those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till next time, signing out.